Hey everybody, it is Prince's friend, and the plot thickens. What I just learned after posting the video on Wednesday about the fact that half of Prince's siblings are suing or filing papers with the court, or whatever word you want to use for it, but they're basically trying to get Comerica removed as the representatives of Prince's estate. And now, obviously, there's going to be a little thing up here that will give you a link to that. But Comerica is firing back. I don't know what we were thinking, that they weren't going to clap back, but they're definitely clapping back. But basically, Comerica has now filed papers with the courts that are now saying that Paisley Park had tons of water damage and was unfit to hold on to Prince's vault, and that's why that was one of their main things of why they moved it. So the durability of Prince's vault is now coming into doubt, and of course now they're fighting back and forth. So according to Variety, the description of the state of Prince's vault, which was at the center of the $31 million deal with Universal, is unflattering. In March of 2017, the personal representative began the inventory process on site at Paisley Park. The document reads, "During the inventory process, the personal representative discovered several circumstances that caused it concern regarding the safety and longevity of the estate's assets at Paisley Park." So the first three items are redacted, but the fourth and the fifth read, "None of the spaces being used for storage have climate-controlled systems sufficient to preserve audio and video material." During its inventory, the personal representative discovered several indications of damage and degradation due to poor humidity and temperature controls. It encountered cardboard boxes that were adhered to shelves and had to be peeled off, mold and water damage on the materials, rusting film canisters, degrading film that smelled of vinegar, a sign of acetate degradation, and evidence of water intrusion on walls and ceilings in the vault and elsewhere. So basically what's happening here is that Comerica's like, well, you're telling us that we don't know what we're talking about, but seriously, the vault is in disrepair. And now, of course, Sharon Nelson, one of Prince's half-sisters, wrote back, "This is not a learn-on-the-fly project. This estate is not like managing a new artist either. Paisley Park housed the vault for over 40 years, and any needs to repair it should have been the priority." So, I don't know, like, I'm kind of at odds there. If the vault actually is having this kind of, terrifying conditions, and that could actually lead to most of the stuff in the vault not being usable, then that's a huge deal. So then it makes the Iron Mountain thing sound really good. At the same time, there are probably things that they could have done at Paisley Park in order to do some of the same stuff, to archive it and, make sure that they, add the temperature control and do all those things that need to be done. Like, an upgrade of the vault probably isn't a bad idea. So yeah, it's something like that. So I mean, if it was an upgrade to the vault paired with digitizing and whatnot, I think that maybe would have been easier for people following all of this to swallow a little bit more than, how some people are taking it, especially the siblings who are taking it as an affront to Prince's legacy. So it's an odd situation that we're in right now, and of course, now it's just them fighting in the courts and filing rival papers, and who even knows the state of Paisley Park? Of course, they can say that it's got water damage, but who even knows what the real condition of Paisley Park is unless you've actually been there? And of course, if the personal representative of Comerica is, seeing these things and reporting these things, we don't know how exaggerated these claims might be. Or maybe they're being nice about it, and it's actually way worse than what they're saying here. So I'm at odds, but I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about this situation. So definitely put that down in the comments, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on social media, especially Patreon at patreon.com/princessfriend. May you live to see the dawn. So basically what's happening here is that Comerica's